situations, and look closely at your children. If they've just come back from a sleepover, for instance, and they're not acting themselves, question them and keep the open-ended questions coming. You can, a lot of times, if you look closely, you'll see children, if you ask them a direct question about something that they're ashamed of, you will see the veil of shame, their body language will change. And those are the times you need to question more. What really happened? You know, what did you do? If there's no specific answers, question why there's no specific answers.
I see. Question without accusing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
If a child discloses to you, the best thing you can say to them is, I believe you and I'm going to help you. Because a lot of times children will disclose and there won't be belief. And that's the worst thing that can happen.
And that's a good phrase. So, parent, I believe you and I'm going to help you.
Yes.
That's a very
Yes.
smart phrase. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That makes a child feel confident, or any person, really, at
Yes.
any age.
And you think about the betrayal that the child has gone through, they have not been able to trust an adult. So bringing that trust back for a child, you know, with the relationship of adults is key. It's really, really important.
Okay. Now, how can a parent teach their child, a young child, about their own body, about the fact that it's private and people shouldn't be allowed to touch them? Or
The indicators we say are, you know, anywhere that your bathing suit is, no one should touch you. And you have the right to say no. I was walking with I have two little sons. They're 6 and 7, and we've been obviously talking about their bodies and that they are the keeper of their own bodies. And it's that if someone does anything to them, they have the right to say no, and that includes me or their dad. And so we were walking up a giant hill after a soccer game, and I said to my 6-year-old, boy, this is good for your butt. And I reached over and I pinched his butt, and he said, Mommy, please don't pinch my butt like that.
It's very funny.
Yeah. And it's funny, but it's also, it gives him he felt comfortable enough to say no, please don't do that. And if a child is comfortable enough to say no to their own parent, then they're comfortable enough to say no to a perpetrator. And that's not the type of child that a perpetrator is going to go after.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So you've given him that independence.
Yes.
Yeah, which is what all of us want to give to all of our
Yes.
children. Yeah, that's great. Okay. And then you said you have some trainings. You provide 3-hour trainings. You want to explain about the training?
Yes, we have 2 different trainings. We have a 1-hour training and a 3-hour training. The 3 hours very in depth. It includes videos, a workbook, and group discussion. And then we have a 1-hour training that's just a presentation that Sherry or I can do that gives some really good tips in depth. It's a whirlwind hour because we try to cram as much as we can in it, as much information as possible to empower adults to be able to stop this epidemic.
You're training the adults?
Yes, we're training the adults.
I see. Okay. Is this a national program, or did you make these up yourselves, or how did that work?
The 3-hour training is Darkness to Light is a national organization, and their training is called Stewards of Children. And so both Sherry and I have become trainers of that, or facilitators of that training. And the 1-hour training is based on that training, but it is, like I said, a much more compact training. We've had tried to speak to as many adults as we can, and getting people to commit the 3 hours is very difficult. A lot of people say, yeah, you can come in for an hour to talk to our group, or we do a lot of moms groups. We try to talk to as many scout leaders, coaches, anyone who has influence on children, parents, grandparents, just so that as many people know as possible. Every adult we train has the potential to save 10 children.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're right, people have a difficult time giving 3 hours, but I can see giving an hour, so you've synthesized and compacted it and made it into a...
And it's not a fun topic to talk about, but the training is very empowering, and it does leave you feeling, yes, we can make a difference in our children's lives, and I know what I need to do as part of this larger community to make this stop.
Okay, now give us please your website for Sherry's Promise if somebody would like to find out more information.
Thank you. It's www.sherryspromise.com, and Sherry is spelled S-H-A-R-I, sherryspromise.com.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate your talking with us. It's been great to interview you today.
Well, thank you, Carolyn.
Okay. We hope you've enjoyed meeting our guest, Karen Pitsley, as much as I have, and you're inspired by her passions. If you know a woman who goes above and beyond to contribute to our community, please email us. We are womansworldtv@aol.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Carolyn Bruna. See you next time.
When you earn your GED diploma, the barriers in your life fall. Take the first step and get free GED information in your area at 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or yourged.org. Earn your GED diploma and begin your brighter future.
On any car journey, the latch system will help keep your baby safe. Anchor, tether, latch. For more information, visit safercar.gov.